July is over, August is just started. Let's get into the video.
Now, before anything else, we need to give you guys an explanation on what happened in the month of July.
Long story short, nothing positive. To be frankly honest with you guys, we just didn't put up to the standard. We failed. We let you guys down. Not only you guys, but ourselves. We failed to do the tasks that we set for ourselves. But let's not obsess over that and continue with this month's challenge.
And because of this failure, we're going to make you up for this month. What we're going to do is we're going to stick to a very strict schedule so we can make up for everything that we missed. We started on that schedule from today and we're going to discuss on exactly what that includes.
Now, before we started this challenge, we knew that it wasn't going to be easy. Let's just say things didn't go our way. So I was supposed to be back in Florida already by now. And today is the 1st of August. However, I'm still in the UK. We had a few ups and downs, and because of that, I'm still here. But that doesn't stop us. So now we are going to set some rigorous tasks for the month of August and stick to this.
I'm going to start off the list with a few of the things that we actually did manage to accomplish. And what better way than start it off by accomplishing our 100k views.
Once again, thanks to you guys, we managed to smash that out of the park. Not only we reached 100k, but we cleared that by miles, especially on our Instagram account. We have gotten over 700 followers in the last month.
And not only that, we even have a couple of videos that have hit over 100,000. And lately, we've hit one over 300,000 views. And that's once again, thanks to you guys.
Currently, in this moment of time, we are close to 300 subscribers on YouTube and over 700 on Instagram. We appreciate all your support, guys. Next, the 3 books of the month. To be honest with you, I only read one.
And for my case, I managed to read 2 books, which of those 2 included Sun Tzu, The Art of War, and also The Richest Man in Babylon.
And in my case, I read The Rational Male by Rollo Tomassi.
Now, we know we failed you guys by not finishing the simple task of reading 3 books.
Well, to be honest, we never failed you, we failed ourselves. Because it's got nothing to do with you. Same way, if you set tasks for yourselves to do, if you set any challenges, anything you do, that's upon you. Again, last month we did these and we accomplished them. And this month we never. What difference did it make to your life? Nothing. At the same time, it all benefits you if you do anything for yourselves. So make sure you get the best out of your day. So don't draw upon the last month or even the last few weeks, whatever it is in your case. Get on with the next task. Don't say, I'm going to start one day. Start it today and say day 1. That's the key difference.
Remember that all of this is teaching you to take accountability. That is something that a lot of people these days are not capable of doing. But a true traditional man must be able to do that.
Taking accountability is one of the biggest things that you should be able to do because you learn so much from your mistakes. It's absolutely crucial that you apply it to yourselves. Everything that happens in this world is down to you. You've made the choices on everything you do. So don't ever blame anyone for it. Anything that happens, it's all down to you. So make sure you don't make any mistakes. And if you do make mistakes, that's fine. We're all humans. Just learn from it and keep it stepping.
Now let's move on to a little bit more of a light topic, French and Spanish. Now, to be honest with you, we've done absolutely nothing. My streak on drops was about 60 days in a row, or about 56, and was something similar on Duolingo as well. But once I gave up on that streak, I basically just stopped and I just didn't practice French for another single day up until today. Don't let minor setbacks be the reason for you not being able to succeed. You need to push through all the pain, no matter how traumatic it is. Strive through it and push on. Stay hard.
Here, we have made a whiteboard with a list of 5 tasks that we have to complete every single day.
And trust me, these are difficult.
Maybe individually they might not seem that hard by itself, but when you do it cumulatively, in such a sudden shock, it causes you to go through some difficult challenges alongside your day-to-day life.
So let's see what these tasks are.
First things first, waking up at 5:30 in the morning. Again, going to sleep early, waking up at 5:30 is not a difficult challenge. However, when you go to sleep late, you also have to still wake up early, and that becomes challenging. For instance, last night, since it was our first day, we slept around 3
in the morning,
and we still had to wake up at 5:30. That's where it causes you
bodily harm. That's where it causes bodily harm. Especially when you don't fall asleep for the first 2 hours.
For our case, as you guys know, we have Apollo, the best boy of all time. And he deserves 2 walks a day. So what do? Take him out at 5 in the morning. Motherfucker. I know we talked about decreasing liabilities and increasing assets, but this liability we just can't get rid of. So because of him, we have to take him on a walk at 5:30 in the morning. But again, it brings us joy and it's a reason for us to go outside.
The second thing on that list that, as you guys would have seen, was that you have to take a cold shower every single morning. Now, as soon as it hit 5:30, I got up, got changed, and jumped in the shower straight away. That's something that we're going to be doing for the entirety of this month. Now, everyone knows the benefits of a cold shower, so why not do it for ourselves as well? And in the very near future, I'm going to do a video on ice baths and why it's so important that you should do one.
So make sure you guys check out that video too when it comes out.
And now let's get back to why Apollo is such a good boy. Here's some clips of him from today.
Isn't he just the cutest?
The best boy there is.
If you guys watched it fully, you saw he almost popped my shoulder. I almost dislocated it because of him.
Now, something else that you might have noticed is that Parcel was a bitch and he didn't take a shower this morning. Now, there will be severe consequences for that.
Now, you guys might say, why have I not done the shower? We're going to come back to that point in a second. But next on the agenda is reading 10 pages a day. Now, we noticed in the last month, because reading a whole book sounded a lot, what we had to do was break it down. Especially because we're so busy this month recording content, we had to break it down into smaller chunks. So we set a 10-page limit as a bare minimum to read. Now, it doesn't mean you can't exceed it. It just means you can't read less than that every single day. Because what tends to happen is, if I don't read today, tomorrow, and the day after, I say, oh, I'll just read 50 pages in a day. But that takes up a lot of time. And I just add it and say, I'll do it next time. I'll do it next time. But from today onwards, 10 pages is a minimum requirement a day. Now, it's only around 10 a.m. right now. We still haven't got to that. But we'll make sure to read our books by the end of the day.
So since we've been busy over the past month with everything that Pastor has already mentioned, we missed out on some of our training as well. And that's why we're going to give us a training routine that we need to follow every single day. This list of exercises includes of 3 exercises and only 100 reps of each. That includes 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups, and 100 squats. These are all 3 dynamic movements that are helping you become more functional. They don't require anything, and you could just do it anywhere, at any time.
How I break it down is breaking it into 5 sets of 20. So that way, by the end of the day, I've done 100. Start with 20 push-ups, then 20 squats, then 20 sit-ups. You can mix and match, but I just started this way this morning. And just before we started recording this video, I've done another set, so I've already completed 2 sets. Now let's talk about the hardest one of all, drinking 1 whole gallon of water a day. This is practically impossible.
It might seem easy on paper, but trust me, it is impossible to do it. Especially in the cold climate in the UK, where it doesn't hit over 20 degrees, no matter what time of day it is, even though we're in summer right now.
It's actually a physically challenging task to drink a whole gallon of water. 1 gallon of water roughly equates to 4.5 liters, just over 4.5 liters actually. And when you think about it, that's 9 of these bottles. These are 500 milliliter bottles. 9 of these a day is a lot, especially when you don't sweat it out or you don't do anything.
You quite literally have to force feed it down your throat. Now, the water bottle that you're seeing on camera right now is actually Pellegrino. If you want to sponsor us, make sure that you do. This is by far the best sparkling water out there. Now, let's talk about the thing that Pastor said we will come back to. And it's quite fitting that Pastor said it. Now, obviously, I'm talking about the 1 skip you get daily. Now, Pastor, why don't you elaborate what that means? Since you've already used one today.
You're not going to be able to do every single task, but if you can do 9 out of the 10 things, 4 out of the 5 things, it's better to have a higher percentage score than a 0%. Because what tends to happen is when one of us fails one task, we end up saying, you know what, forget it, I don't want to do it no more. But that's not us. And you don't want to drag the rest of your task down because of one simple task. It might be challenging, it might be simple, but you're just not able to do it that day. For instance, it's 12 o'clock and you want to go sleep as soon as possible because you got to wake up early. There is no time for you to start doing 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups, and 100 squats because that's going to increase your blood pressure and your body temperature is going to go high. And then you won't be able to sleep. So because of this, we included this 1 skip a day rule. Again, you don't have to use it. If you can do the task every day, great, even better. But if you want to, you get to skip 1 task every single day. And this morning, I didn't take a cold shower and I used my skip already. So for the rest of the day, I have to make sure I complete every other task. But tomorrow, I'll make sure to take one.
Now, in this household, obviously, we're only going to let ourselves take 1 skip a day. But for your list and whatever who's watching and you're doing it at home, you can have multiple skips depending on how many tests you have to complete.
Just make sure you challenge yourself not only physically, but mentally also. Put as many as tasks as possible that you can complete and then start ticking them off one by one. Because once you already manage to write something down, half the problem's already out the window. Now it's just a matter of doing it. And another tip for you guys is if it takes less than 2 minutes to do something, just do it straight away. Don't put it for another time. Get the task done out the way and then move on to your next thing.
Now, to wrap up this video in its entirety, we're going to ensure that we finish these tasks every single time. And we want for you guys to also join along with us because it is important that we all improve. So write down your own lists and make sure to share them down in the comments below so everyone else could see as well.
Now, with writing down lists, make sure to check out the video linked in the description on what to do exactly. It's another separate video on why writing down your list is so important. But in the meantime, thank you so much for staying tuned for this video and I'll see you guys next time. Take care for now.